now that the intention is shared, what I was starting to say is a little bit of inception level connection before content. My opening curiosity for you is, what's a story about connection before content that you feel like actually teaches the concept or idea of connection before content better than a teacher? And you just talked to me about the baseball team, right?
Well, I was just with the Cleveland Guardians, and they decided that their connection, players with each other, coaches with players, coaches with coaches, the president, the general manager, is the basis of their success on the field. And they're an amazing job because they're players. Everybody's watching them every time they play. I couldn't live with that scrutiny, but they do. And I think what's critical is that connection is an experience, it's not a concept. And so what we offer are a series of questions that as soon as the question is asked, you and I get connected. If I ask you, what's the crossroads you're at this stage of your life? And people say, I didn't come for that. I know you didn't come for that. As soon as that question's on the table, it says something. The questions scream. They declare, and they say, you have a choice about what's going on with you. And I don't care how you answer. I don't care if your crossroads are deep or shallow. I don't know if you're torn about what kind of outfit to wear on Friday night, but it presents the world as a choiceful experience. And that's how we get connected, through our vulnerability and the experience of curiosity replacing prescription.
When you just said making something to the effect of making the world more choiceful for people, for me, this is giving power back to someone that has previously given that power away.
Yes, it's offering them. You're not giving anything back, because that would imply that you had it. And so I don't want to empower people, because then I'm still in charge. I'm still cause and their effect. But what you can do with me and for me is to constantly confront me with my freedom by the questions you ask, by your own vulnerability, and by your unwillingness to prescribe and tell me what's best. When you say leader as convening, leadership is convening. And that says that leadership is not being a role model. Anytime someone knows what's best for you, they've colonized you. And what you're helping people do is not to accept the colonizing instinct of the dominant culture. And all of our language is colonizing. I'm a coach, I'm a mentor, I grow people. HR says we're in the business of talent acquisition. Oh, really? Oh, you're going shopping and I'm on the shelf. I hope you make a good purchase decision. We want to retaining bonus. Okay, retention bonus is a way of saying that you're a commodity and I will keep you here longer if I just raise the price. So we have all these protocols. They're royal protocols. And what you're doing, Chad, is create an alternative. I'm not arguing against it. Okay, you want to be purchased? You want to treat your boss as if they're cause and your effect? I'm offering you an option that you can take. So to me, leading is convenient, and the big shift is I want you to get connected to your peers and find from them what you thought you would get from the boss.
I think there's probably something to the, talking about connection before content as an experience rather than a concept, rather than an idea, rather than something that can be taught. One of the things I did years ago that I thought you'd appreciate is I changed my voicemail to say, hey, you're calling a smartphone. I probably already know how to reach you back by just pressing a button. And so instead of leaving that info, feel free to tell me what brings you joy, what's bringing you joy right now. And I have this library now of insurance agents and officials and inspectors. And the first part of the voicemail sounds like this, and they're talking about their policy number and the thing they're going to share. And then it's like you flipped a switch in their brain, and they say, so I had this one insurance agent call, here's your policy number, blah, blah, blah. And what's bringing me? On the weekends, I started doing stand-up comedy. Her being completely shifted. It was like two different people in the same voicemail. And this is on repeat over and over again. And I think that little anecdote is when you talk about the large scale of the Cleveland Guardians, when you talk about these big cultural shifts of gatherings and creating community, I think this is happening on a tiny level when you allow someone to be seen like that.
It's the only place it happens. So part of the colonization is to believe in scale, to believe in speed, to believe in consistency. And what you're doing is you're inviting the caller to bring their humanity into their request. And you're saying they are waiting for your invitation. And you say, well, how do you change the world? Well, one voicemail at a time.